Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, I appreciate you as always. First things first, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am happy and humbled to say I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who has shared, who has liked, who's commented, who's told a friend to subscribe. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. If you haven't already, please check out all my old videos if you have the time to. Have it playing in the background. Honestly, you kind of just have to listen to my voice. You don't necessarily have to watch what I'm saying, although there's usually like funny gifs and stuff that relate to what I'm talking about. But either way, I am so excited that I've hit 1,000 subscribers. I know it's been a minute. Life is lifing. That's what I'm gonna say. But no excuses. I'm gonna try to keep this up. Anyway, so this video, if you have not watched Why Did I Get Married? If you did not watch Married at First Sight, like the finale and the reunion, this might be a spoiler, so maybe you don't want to watch this. If you don't care about spoilers, go ahead and continue watching. So if you watched my last video, I'll link it up above. I did a video about first impressions and predictions about what was going to happen on this newest season of Married at First Sight. So now I'm back. Now that the season is over, there is one more episode until the, reunion part 2. So we're going to talk about my predictions and see if I was right. So if I remember correctly, I said that Brianna and Vincent would stay together. I also said that Clara and Ryan would stay together. I said Virginia and Eric, I wasn't too sure. There's a chance that they could work because they could balance each other out. Said Haley and Jacob weren't gonna stay together, and Chris and Paige, although they were great on paper, it might not work, especially with the clips and the drama. And I was pretty close in like my predictions. I was right about Brianna and Vincent. They did stay together, which is really nice to see. I do think Vincent still has, at least from the show, I don't know any of them personally, so this is just based off of what I've been watching. But Vincent, I'm hoping that he's gotten better with like not taking things too seriously, in the sense of like not being so sensitive. Brianna is very like direct, blunt, straightforward. So she says things and she doesn't mean any harm when she says them. But for Vincent, he has a sensitive side. So hopefully they've been able to work that out. I feel like they know each other well enough now at this point. Well, not well enough because it's still been only, I think, a few months. I can't remember when the show was actually filmed. But they are together. Clara and Ryan, that reunion was a little weird. Like, the host asked Ryan, like, okay, do you love Clara? Like, what's the holdup? And he's like, he looked at her and was like, I think so. What do you think? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Because, oh Lord, I hope by the time, the show is like fully over, he says I love you every day to her, because that's what she really wants. And the fact that he can't fully say it is kind of weird. But then they talked about they were renewing their vows. So I don't understand that. Very strange. You gotta at least love the person enough to know you want to renew their your vows with them, right? So I found that weird. Virginia and Eric, honestly, I feel like Virginia wanted to leave. I don't know if that was just me, but I really feel like if they didn't let Eric go first in like what his decision was, and then he got down on one knee and like proposed again, and apparently he had spoke to her father and asked for his blessing to propose. If they let Virginia say what she wanted to say first, I feel like she would have asked for a divorce. I just think the age difference, I don't even want to say age difference, because there are people that are 8-9 years apart and it works. I just think sometimes her mindset of being young doesn't work with the way Eric views marriage. He has like a standard view of marriage, and that's not how Virginia operates. And it was a lot of controlling. Like, Virginia was trying to say, oh, I didn't use the right word, it wasn't controlling. No, baby girl, he was controlling you, okay? He didn't want you to, hang out with your guy friends and all that stuff. Granted, Virginia was saying some things and I was like, girl, sweetie, you're married. You cannot be passing out on your guy friend's couch because you got drunk. Or Eric's away at work and it's like, well, why does it matter if I come home? I hope they got it together. I hope they do. Apparently Virginia moved into Eric's condo, because that was also an issue where she didn't want to move into the condo. She felt like they should just get something new together. They wanted a place to call their own together. She didn't want to move into his spot. But it was just like, I didn't really see the big deal, but I can understand where she's coming from. I probably would have just been like, all right, I mean, that's one less, like, I don't got to think about rent at my place. Like, yeah, let me move in with you. She still got them damn cats, and he is still allergic, quote unquote, because she feel like he not allergic. I feel like once somebody say they're allergic to something, they're allergic, so what can you do? And he's like, yeah, I got to take my allergy medicine. Whatever works for them. You know, if you like it, I love it. Haley and Jacob, I knew they weren't going to get together, and during that reunion, when the host was asking about sex, she couldn't even answer. And I know the sex was trash. Like, if y'all remember the scene from Waiting to Exhale when Whitney Houston's character Savannah was sleeping with the guy and, like, he came in 2.5 seconds, I feel like that's what the sex was like for Haley and Jacob. And I feel bad. I feel like if the sex wasn't bad, they probably could have figured it out, but she was already not fully attracted to him. The sex was trash. She found him kind of weird and strange. He had that, like, 80s eclectic style going on that she wasn't with. He would wear hard bottom shoes to a batting cage. Everything was just a no for her. So there was no turning back. Like, they weren't gonna make it, and it sucked to watch that. It was very cringeworthy to watch them on the camera. Last, but certainly not least, Chris and Paige. Let me tell you how that finale really pissed me off. Because for one, that should have been the quickest conversation. It should have been, Paige, I'm getting a divorce. That's all she should have said. We don't need to talk about nothing. We don't need to. Chris was over there talking about I didn't appreciate her. And, you know, my ex-girlfriend, she ended up with a miscarriage. And Paige is like, well, that changes things. Sweetie, no, it didn't change nothing. Because at the end of the day on national television, he kept sleeping. Y'all kept sleeping together and he found you unattractive. Y'all slept together almost every night. So he called you ugly on TV. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. He called you ugly on TV. Once you do that, like, there's no turning back. I would have been joining that finale via Zoom. Maybe via FaceTime, or I probably wouldn't even have shown up if I was Paige, because she's bugging. Like, I've put this on Instagram before, but if I was Paige, I would have been Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop when she was sitting on that couch with Mimi and Stevie, and they was discussing their entanglement situation. And when Jocelyn jumped over to punch Stevie, that would have been me. I would have freaked. Oh, Chris. Ooh. He really upsets me. Like, he irks my nerves. He cannot take accountability. He was just trying to save face at the end, like saying, like, I didn't appreciate her. She's such a good woman. And we can't make a decision right now. We need to figure things out. I'm like, what was there to figure out? There was nothing to figure out. Nothing at all. And then Paige didn't even want to talk about anything during the reunion. You had your life, a part of your life, I'm not gonna say your full life. You had a part of your life documented on national TV. The point of a reunion, like, what is, I need to look up the definition of reunion. Like, please put it up on the screen for me, a definition of reunion. But it's to discuss what happened during the season. And you didn't want to talk about it. So why were you there? Them experts said they was talking to them for 6 hours. First of all, I would have said, y'all have a good night. I'm going to sleep. Y'all do what the hell y'all want. Because at that point, I literally said Paige and Chris deserve each other. That's literally how I felt. I don't understand. Like, if you don't want better for yourself, Paige, I can't want better for you. Because I was really rooting for you. Like, we were all rooting for you, Paige. For you to be like, yo, screw you, Chris. Fuck out of here. I'm tired of your bullshit. No, it was every episode. Let's try to work it out. Let's pray. Let's do Bible study. Let's go play basketball. Like, it was really giving me Love and Basketball. Like, I'll play you for your heart, that little scene. And y'all already know I don't like that movie. So well, I gotta watch part 2 of the reunion. I shouldn't, because they still haven't gotten to Haley and Jacob, and I don't even think I want to sit and watch through them either, because it was very cringeworthy. And I'm tired. I need Jacob to stop eating steak all the time. Like, I don't think that's a healthy diet. That's probably why he's a quick pumper. Okay, you need some veggies. That's clogged arteries and high cholesterol. These eggs and steak you keep eating. That's a brunch menu option. That's not an everyday thing. That man sat there on one of the episodes and was cracking like 6, 8 eggs to eat for dinner. Bro, what? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. But, you know, I was semi-correct with my predictions. So shout outs to me for that. Lifetime really played in our faces this season. Honestly, I want to sue for emotional distress. I feel like Paige should also sue for that. But at the end of the day, she kept going back. So, like, honestly, she would lose in court. But me, I want my time back. I want my 8 weeks back. For 2 hours every Wednesday, I sat there and watched BS. Okay, Lifetime. Like, I really want to sue them. Because, wow. Don't play in our face like that. Because people actually take marriage seriously. So, I ain't like that. But that's all I got to say this time around. I hope to see y'all soon. I'll be back soon. Bye.